Hey everybody, it's CJ. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be telling you about some special user-created content, a new card creator, a new board creator, and a new leader configurator. So you can fiddle around with Dune Imperium cards, boards, leaders, whatever you want. This all goes out. Shout out to MWY, who is a Discord member and has been talking to me about this configurator for a long time. And I bounced up some ideas off of him, and I wanted to share this with you because it's been his real labor of love, and I think that it's something that the community really wants. So let's take a look at it. This is the card configurator. The link will be below in this video description, so go ahead and take a look at that if you want to play around with it yourself, or if you just want to see what kind of stuff is available to you. So these are a couple of examples that have been given so we can use to do a little bit of like fiddling. So I've actually made a couple of cards here. I did a improved truth trance, but I'll show you how this works. So over on the left side, we'll see a couple of buttons. There's a game board, card configurator, leader configurator, and the language. So you can toggle German or you can toggle English. So we're in the card configurator. All right, so let's say we wanted to create a card. We can go up to this plus symbol, and we're going to click this plus symbol, and it's going to bring up our prefab stuff. We can add things. Let's give this a name. Let's call it Hidden and Dangerous, and we can add a German name if you speak German. We are going to make it a Fremen card. Makes some sense. And what do we want to make this? We make this a big coster, like an important card, 5 coster. Those are all pretty important. And then what kind of board spaces do we want to have access to? We can give it the Fremen access. We can give it spice access, which is yellow triangles, or we can give it blue town access. Seems good too. I don't think we need anything else for this. Maybe Bennett? Nah, let's just leave it this way. This is fine. And then we have agent effects, and we have the reveal effects down here. So we can do this as custom text, which I'll show you how to do in just a little bit, or we can do this as prefab effects, where we just get the icons and do it this way. Let's do it this way. Let's say we want to discard a card to trash a card. Let's just say that discard a card to trash a card. So card discard. We're just going to leave it as a 1. So if you have an amount more than 1. Then you can do 2, but usually, and actually we don't actually use numbers over like discarded cards that way. It's like 2 separate icons, right? So we could do discard 1 card, and then we can have what's called a helper arrow in this feature, helper arrow, and this is just a payment arrow, right? So helper arrow to the right, and we don't need to put an amount in there, and we'll do then, let's say, destroy and draw a card. That's kind of cool. Okay, so let's do that. Let's just take a look at what it looks like. So save. Okay, here's our card right here, Hidden and Dangerous. So it looks like this. So discard a card to trash and draw. Seems pretty good, okay? Actually, let me move my face so that you can actually see this card. So here's our card right here. And so we have the Fremen card. It's got our 5 cost. It's got our access. We don't have an image yet, but we have our agent effect. So let's edit this a little bit. Let's see what we can do. We're going to give it some persuasion. We need that for sure. So persuasion. Let's give it 2 persuasion, and then let's add some swords, because obviously we want this maybe to be revealed for some reason. Maybe let's give it an intrigue. An intrigue that sounds hidden, and let's give it maybe some swords too. So we go to swords. I missed it. There it is. Let's give it 2 swords. So this is a pretty sweet card. So now we see our card here. It's got 2 persuasion, it reveals for an intrigue, and 2 swords. I'm not sure if that's the correct ordering of those things. Maybe the intrigue needs to be like to the right, but you can look at other cards in the game to get a sense for how that's supposed to be, but that's pretty cool. Okay, so let's say we wanted to add our an image to our card. So we just had to find an image. So I did a little search for Dune Fremen attack. And let's say we want to use this image here. We have to get the direct image. So we'll just grab this from here, pop back into our configurator, and just paste that in there, as you would expect. And here's our card. So Hidden and Dangerous. There we go. There's our sweet new Fremen card that we just created. And you can do that too. It's really simple. Now let's say we wanted to do a card that's like using text, okay? Let's actually keep this card. And one thing that I want to note, if you add another card and it's the same name as a previous card, it will mess both of them up. So just name them a different thing. That's something I have to bring up to MWY, but this is so let's say we're going to make let's say Lost in Thought. I don't know. We're going to make some card. This is going to be a Bene card, and it's going to be a 1 persuasion card. It's going to be, let's say, a Landsrad and Bene. Landsrad Bene. Okay. A 1-cost Landsrad Bene. Let's make something like that. So agent effects, we're going to use custom text here to do this. And the way we're going to do this is we're going to use these brackets, these like funny brackets, not the square brackets. And let's say we want to have a special effect that says, you know, if you have another Bene Gesserit card in play, what do we want to do? Let's say we want to trash a card. Let's see, like, we're going to find out what that symbol is. So if we wanted to look up that symbol, we go through all these cards here. Let's see, where's a trash card effect? We've got one. Well, we've got one on ours, but I think there's one here. So we can see here. Resource card destroy. Okay, so that's cool. We can just copy this. Cool. All right, so we've got our card, Lost in Thought. Let's just paste that in there. We destroy a card, and let's say, let's get an influence. Can we do that? Let's see if we can get an influence. Let's go look and see how we get influence. Is there an influence bump? There's one right there. So that is faction influence choice. Okay, faction influence choice. So I think it's under, is it resource faction influence choice? We'll find out, shall we? Destroy a card and then resource faction influence choice. Maybe this will work, maybe it won't. Let's find out. Hey, it does work. Look at that. Cool. And that's kind of neat. So we can trash a card and get another bump. That's kind of cool. And what do we want to reveal? This is a bonkers card for a 1 cost. Let's say we want this one to reveal for a dagger. Let's just say that's it. Save. That's all it does. Okay. Kind of a bonkers card, but you know, we did it. So now we can add an image if we wanted to. I'm not going to do that right now because you get the idea. It's just fun to fiddle with, and you can play with it however you want. Yeah, let's go take a look at the leader configurator now. So our leader configurator, let me bring my face back up. There we are. So our leader configurator works much like the card configurator, and this one kind of lets you fiddle with both images, card effects, with the ring effects, and the passive effects. So there's some already up here, but they give you examples. I don't know exactly what this purple card is. This is like a special thing that MWY was working with, kind of like inventing his own card effect. So just fiddle with it however you want. But yeah, it's the same system, right? Except want to note that you can actually use hypertext markup to like bold things and stuff like that. So you can kind of fiddle with it. And have fun with it. So yeah, I haven't really played with the leader creation all that much, but you kind of understand what it is. And then you can export your stuff. Of course, you can download your images and all that good stuff. You can download both your cards and the leaders, and then you can share them. So that's cool. I also last thing I want to share with you guys before I go is the game board configurator, which is not yet ready. But there's a game board configurator. If you click on this, click here, you can take a look at, this is a giant board, but I have to zoom out. That's probably too far, but that's about the entire board right there. you can see the entire board and everything has been modified and tweaked. Now, this is a feature that is currently being worked on that you'll be able to mess with and tweak a board however you want and just kind of like see what you can come up with, right? So I don't know exactly how to do this yet. I've been shown how to do this through code, but I am like code like stupid. So I'm not going to be able to do that. Once this gets to a point where you can kind of like pull drop downs and fiddle with it that way, I'm all on board. But you can see that this is kind of just like images pulled from the movies and other cards and things like that. And yeah, but this is something you can have fun with eventually, and we're looking forward to it. So let's go back to the card configurator. This is the main thing I wanted to share with you guys right now. This I think is really cool, and I hope you all enjoy it. Have some fun. The link again is going to be below of this video. Take a look, and we'll see you next time. That's all for me. Take care.